It is week 13 here in the NFL. We are back on WPOE, and I am B-Ron, back home in Baltimore for this week's contest between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens, last week we saw, came out and won a phenomenal game, coming back in the waning minutes of the quarter to win against Los Angeles and improve to 9-2 on the year. Meanwhile, the 49ers entering today's game 6-5 on the year. Both teams have played the NFC West and the AFC North this year. Are 0-3 against the AFC North this year, with losses to Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and Cincinnati. Meanwhile, the Ravens are 2-1 against the NFC West, with wins against Arizona and Los Angeles, and a loss to Seattle. Cyrus Jones back to receive. Red Hot Ravens are looking to stay hot as the game is underway. Cyrus Jones takes it from about the 2 and gets a good return up to the 30. Here comes Lamar Jackson, AFC Player of the Week from last week. On the year, 8 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 1,502 yards passing. Jackson is 1,000 yards in the air, and with 100 rushing yards today, he'll hit 1,000 on the ground as well. First play from scrimmage is a handoff to Mark Ingram, and is a flag, so that run's gonna be coming back probably, and yes it will. That's a holding penalty. There we go, 1st and 20 after the holding from Mark Andrews. We'll do it again. Ravens in the pistol. Jackson gonna keep on the option and go nowhere, losing more yards. 5 to be exact. Now 2nd and 25. That's Richard Sherman coming up from the cornerback position to make the tackle on the play. In a lot of trouble here. 2nd and 25. Back in the Pistols, Baltimore. Ingram in the backfield. Ricard out to the left side. Snap. Jackson looking to throw. Drops back and decides to wind up and throw, but goes down. That's Ford making the sack. First of the day for him. They had a spy on Jackson. He started to get away. He rolled out to the right side trying to get something, but they did the smart thing and put a spy on him. Now a 3rd and 20 and 29 for Baltimore. Yikes. Not how they wanted to start at all. Here we go though, looking to get a screen pass out to Ingram. They get it out, and just getting a couple of yards up to the 19. 4th and 21 coming up, and not how you want to start the game if you're Baltimore, but the holding penalty didn't do him any favors. Set him back a good amount, and this just not good. Not a good start at all for the offense of the Ravens. M. Cook is back to send this one away from his own 19. First punt for him. Fielded about the 30, so good field position for San Francisco to start the drive as they go up to the 35 on the return. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo out onto the field for the first time on the year. 24 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 2,492 yards in the air for him. What do we see here from San Francisco on their first drive as they come out on their own 35, get this one going? It's a play action, and Garoppolo's gonna go down. That's a sack. Pernell McPhee. First one of the day for him. 5th sack of the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 18 for San Francisco from their own 26 in the shotgun. Garoppolo looking to throw, throws right side, and caught out to the 36. Garoppolo drops back, throws, and intercepted by Earl Thomas off the tip, and a chance for a return. And Thomas is going to go down at the 45 of San Francisco. What a play there. Garoppolo took a shot downfield. Ball was tipped by Jimmy Smith, and Thomas able to dive and make the play, get the ball back for Baltimore. And they're going to get a chance of redemption here after their first drive. That first drive wasn't a good sign, but maybe this drive they can get something going. Single back formation here for Baltimore to start the drive. And a throw out to Andrews. Tight end makes the catch and up to the 36. From last week had a huge day, as I said. He had 195 yards on the ground. And they're looking to continue that. His throw is caught by Snead and up to the 3-yard line. Here we go. This is the offense we want to see here in Baltimore. Looking much better on this drive. Jackson 3 for 3 passing up to the 3-yard line after the catch by Snead. Here we go. As Quan Alexander was there trying to go for the swat. Almost made the play, but Snead was able to step in front of him in time. Can they get the job done here on 1st and goal from the 3? Here we go. Single back formation. Been in a lot of that in this drive so far, and that's not a good start on the 1st and goal. Losing yards here. It's back to the 7 is Mark Ingram. Now 2nd and goal coming up. Baltimore looking to score first and get on the board here in this one, and there's some movement up front as Jacksonville got somebody to jump. He did. That's encroachment on Sheldon Day. Back up to the 3 we go for the 2nd and goal. Now we go 2nd and goal from the 3. We'll do it again. Jackson has 10 rushing touchdowns on the year. He's actually tied for 1st place behind Melvin Gordon. Let's see what they do here. Jackson is going to keep it on the power run play and lose a yard. Back to the 4. And what do they do here on 3rd and goal from the 4? Back in the gun formation. Boykin, Brown, and Snead, the receivers. They're going to throw, or try to anyway, as Jackson just has to throw it away. Nobody there. Ruining his perfect day. 3 for 3 start. Justin Tucker from 21 yards out, looking to give Baltimore the first lead of the game. The kick is up and good. Baltimore strikes first and leads 3-0. Tucker set to send this one away after putting through the field goal. That's a good one. Back into the end zone. Not going to be returned, though. It'll be kneel down in the end zone. And the Niners will start from the 25. San Fran from their own 25 to start the drive. Here we go. Throwing out right side. Caught. Getting out of bounds. Good throw and catch for a couple of yards. And now let's take a look at the San Francisco offense. Joe Staley, veteran left tackle. Always got to look out for George Kittle, their big player on the field. George Kittle, watch out for him today. 2nd and 5 after the catch. And now a run play. Tevin Coleman up the middle. And gets a good amount of yards. Maybe 3rd and 1 coming up. Safeties coming up into the box. Looks to be a good play call so far. And yes, it is. Pernell McPhee stops Coleman short. Losing a yard. 10th tackle for a loss this season. First time today we've seen him. Punts it back to Cyrus Jones, who's going to field it and get up to the 29-yard line. Full house pistol for the Ravens. Start the drive from their own 29. And hand it off to Ingram. Ingram now up the right side through a little hole created. Solid run there for the veteran, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Alabama. 2nd and 2 after the 8-yard gain there from Ingram. They're going to give it to him again and stop just short of the marker. Pistol formation, Ingram on the carry, and this time gets enough for the 1st down. 22 yards for him on the day so far on 5 carries. Sheldon Day makes the tackle, but not before Ingram keeps the drive going for Baltimore. Go play action coming through, but the blocking is there. Jackson Stetson throws, and what a great catch from Mark Andrews on the sideline, laying out for it. 36-yard reception for Andrews, and that puts the Ravens into 49er territory up to the 23-yard line. What a great throw after the big pass play to Mark Andrews. We'll get one more play before the quarter ends. Yes, we will. Play action. Jackson looking to throw, and it's going to go down. That's D Ford, his 2nd sack of the day, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. Hasn't looked real comfortable in the pocket. He's tried to scramble a bit too much, I think, and he needs to try and calm that down here as 2nd quarter gets underway. 2nd and 19. Jackson drops back to throw, and now lets it go to Snead on the outside. Caught up to the 14. 3rd and 1 now. Hand off to Ingram. Ingram gets the carry up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Do that dance, Mark Ingram. Do that dance. First touchdown of the day for the Ravens goes to Mark Ingram. Great blocking there. Ricard really just getting in the way, if anything, though. Doing his job to make it a 10-0 ball game. Kick is up and good. Back into the end zone. A solid kick from Tucker and another kneel down. Out to the 25 comes San Francisco. First and 10 from the 25. I formation for San Francisco. And handoff gonna go up the middle here, and a good run. Making something out of nothing there, Tevin Coleman. 3rd and 4, looking to avoid another punt here. You're gonna go empty. Garoppolo back all by his lonesome. Throws out and almost intercepted, but Jimmy Smith knocks it away, incomplete. Wisnowski back to punt. This is his second of the day. He punted 4 times last week in their win against Green Bay. As Jones is gonna field it and get a good return here, maybe. Makes a man miss, and now down the left side of the field. Another one misses. That's Wisnowski whiffing on the tackle. Jones up to the 33. That's a good return from Cyrus Jones. What do they have in store for us here? 1st and 10, starting from their own 33. Andrews going to come in motion, and Ingram gets the carry, goes up the middle. Good run, 1st down, and then some. Up to the 48 of Baltimore. 52 yards already for him on the ground. Baltimore comes in ranked 23rd in the NFL in total yards of offense. They're looking good today, though, here. 1st and 10 on the carry as Ingram makes a man miss, but nothing doing after that one. 2nd and 10 from the 41 of San Francisco. Chris Moore going to come in motion and get the ball on the tap handoff. Tap pass, I should say, and nowhere for him to go. Losing a yard. They do count that as a pass. Here we go. Tight end is Mark Andrews in the slot on the right side of the formation. It's 3rd and 11. What do they dial up here? Looking to take a shot, but not going to get a chance to do it. As Ford gets in for his 3rd sack of the day. He is dominating his matchup there on the right side of the line. 4th and 22. Knocks him out of field goal range. This is a good one. What kind of bounce is going to get? Takes a San Francisco bounce up to the 10. Not really wanted it to go, but that's a good spot as any, though. Pinning them back by the 20. Here comes the Garoppolo-led offense of San Francisco onto the field for their drive. 1st and 10. Handoff to Coleman. Ball is loose, picked up by a lineman of San Francisco. Humphrey makes the tackle, allowing him to go nowhere after picking up the fumble. Looking to avoid punting again is San Francisco. Garoppolo drops back to pass and scrambles to his right, but is taken down by Michael Pierce. 1st sack for him on the day. He had 1 last week, and here he goes with another one. Back in the ends, and this is 3rd punt of the day. And Jones back to field with a lot of room in front of him. Can't make the man miss up to the 38. Looking to throw here, and he's going to let it go out of the reach of Snead, but there's a flag on the field. Pass interference. Looking to go RPO, and that is caught by Boykin now, and there he goes. He's got space. He can't avoid the shoestring tackle, though. If he did, we would talk about 6 for the rookie from Notre Dame. But Boykin, big catch, run after, good job all around. 1st and 10 from the 16 now. Jackson drops back to throw. It's going to get away this time to the right side and avoid the tackle from Ford getting out of bounds here at the 10. Now 2nd and 3 coming up after the run from Jackson. Remember, he only needs 100 yards to get to 1,000 rushing on the year. Going to throw, looking end zone, not complete. Tight coverage there to Mark Andrews. 3rd down coming up. Now 3rd and 3 from the 10. 2 seconds left till the 2-minute warning. Jackson drops back. Nowhere for him to go. He avoids the rush from Bosa and into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. This one extends the lead now as Tucker's going to send it further. The 17. Yes, he does. 17-0. Ravens out in front and really in control of this one. 5 plays, 61 yards, a minute and 50 seconds off the clock. 10 points allowed, and they ranked number 1 in interceptions. They got one earlier in the day as well, as Coleman makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and gets up to the 34. Gain of 9, 2nd and 1. Shotgun formation here, Garoppolo in the backfield. Pressure brought, caught by Kittle, and there he goes down the right side. Up to the 48-yard line. Good run after the catch from Kittle. Baltimore 48 now. A minute and 44 left in the first half of play. Shotgun formation. Garoppolo drops back and throws it to the left side. Knocked away though. Great job with the hard hit there, knocking the ball out of the receiver's hand. Baltimore with 16 interceptions as a team now. They lead the league in that stat category. As Coleman goes in motion, Garoppolo now back by himself. Getting some pressure, but the throw is away to Selleck. Now 2nd and 20 after the incompletion on the slant pass. Minute and 4 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Garoppolo drops back to throw and almost intercepted by Anthony Levine. Instead, 3rd and 20. Garoppolo looking to throw, dumps it off short. Coleman makes a man miss, 2 of them rather, and Coleman down on the field holding his lower back. Stop short of the marker, 4th and 7 coming up. Coleman down on the field. We'll get an injury update for you possibly after halftime on Coleman's status. He's not happy about it all down there on the field. Robbie Gould now looking to wipe the 0 off the scoreboard for San Francisco. Kick is up. It has the distance, and it's through the uprights, and good. Last drive before the quarter ends. Mark Ingram on the counter play is going to go nowhere, losing yards, matter of fact. 2nd and 11. Play clock is ahead of the game clock, so they'll have to run one more play before the half ends. But they're going to take down all the time that they possibly can before running said play, which is a smart thing, really. Play is run with 1 second left. Ricard on the carry gets popped, but not going to matter. Holds on to the ball, avoids a fumble, and that's how the first half will come to an end here in Baltimore. Ravens lead and are looking good to start the first half of this one. 17-3 out in front here on San Francisco. Let's go around the league as we do in week 13 now. 3 games, let's take a look at them. Gonna start in Cincinnati. Jets are ahead of the Bengals at halftime, 17-14. Sam Darnold touchdown pass, Le'Veon Bell touchdown run for him. Over to Indianapolis now, where the Titans are playing the Colts, and they are winning that one handily. Passman approaching in that one, 21-7. Titans out in front. Mariota, 2 touchdowns on the day for him. And finally, over to Carolina. Panthers playing host to the Redskins. Panthers 14-7 lead that one with minute and 2 seconds to go in the first half of that game. Will Greer, 111 yards for him over there in that one. Here in this one, the Ravens, they started off sloppy in that first drive, but since that drive they picked it up and got things going. Despite the sacks to Lamar Jackson, they figured things out, throwing well, running well. Defense also playing well. We'll see if the good trend, the wellness trend continues as the 49ers are set to get the ball to start the second half of play. Take a knee in the end zone, why don't you? And start the drive from their own 25. Only getting a field goal. We'll see what they can do as the first drive for them gets set to go. And going to be a handoff to Coleman. Up the middle, showing his power here. Solid run. 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the run from Coleman. Now 2nd and 2. Shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the right side here. Play action to Coleman. Garoppolo throws downfield and dropped. Incomplete. Couldn't hang on to it. 3rd and 2 now. Marlon Humphrey, the cornerback there in coverage. 3rd and 2. Looking to avoid a 3 and out here. Garoppolo throws and caught by Dante Pettis. That's a first down. 1st and 10 after the completion to Pettis. Garoppolo, single back formation. Coleman in the backfield, getting a lot of work today. He's going to get another carry here and has space. Breaks through the tackle of Levine and brought down by Earl Thomas. 2nd and 3. Now the 49ers go pistol. Don't see that a whole lot. And there's some movement up front. It's going to be false start on the offense. Moving back yards. We'll do it again. 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Garoppolo drops back to throw. Looking to throw and caught by the tight end Kittle. Up to the 50, and another 1st down for the 49ers. He made an adjustment here out in the single back formation. Up there in the pistol, but Garoppolo came back under center. Coleman on the carry. Powers through a few tacklers after the incompletion on the screen pass. Now Garoppolo drops back, and across the middle, knocked away by Owasso. Levine was diving for it, trying to make the interception, but couldn't do it. Couldn't get them their 17th one as a team on the year, but Owasso there in coverage to knock the ball away and force a 4th down. Now, single back formation. What does the Ravens offense have in store for us on this drive? As Snead comes in motion, they're going to play fake it. And looking to throw, but Nick Bosa's there to bring Jackson down. He's taken a lot of hits today. That's, what, 4 sacks now, I believe, for the 49ers today? Stanley just completely missed. Now, 2nd and 17 after the sack there from Nick Bosa. They've got to make some adjustments or something. Maybe double team Bosa, do something, because he's making life hard for them in this one. Jackson now looking to throw, is going to scramble, and has a lot of room to run, sliding down at the 45. He just lets the receivers go downfield. Nobody watches Jackson. He decides, I'm going to take off. Did it there. Smart decision there, too. 1st and 10. Jackson drops back to throw again, and throws to Boykin, who makes the catch, and gets a 1st down. Another Baltimore 1st down here. Boykin's 2nd catch of the day. That's one rookie getting some work. We haven't seen Marquise Brown a whole lot. We saw a ball thrown his way, but other than that, though, nothing to show for it. And now, speaking of Brown, there's Hollywood making a catch to the end zone. Does it get in? No! Just short of the end zone. Big boys out here on the field. 1st and goal from the 1. Gus Edwards in the backfield. The bus looking to drive this thing toward the end zone, and he's not going to do it on that one as they lose a yard. Without Eric Armstead, they're doing really good. DeForest Buckner making the tackle, stopping Edwards short of the goal line, not letting him cross the plane. Now what do they do here? 2nd and goal from the 2 after the loss of a yard from Edwards. What do they have here? Play clock is winding down. 5 seconds ago, they get the snap off. And Edwards, nowhere. Losing more yards now. This is not looking good. 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. They've been backed up twice here since getting down here on the 1st and goal. What do? Looking to throw to Brown. This time, he completes what he started, getting the touchdown. Brown had a touchdown catch last week. He's going to get another one here. And now 24-3 as the extra point is up and good. Ravens continuing to roll here. 7 plays, 79 yards. Capped off in the league in total yards. 1st and 10 here. Coleman going to get to carry on the draw play. And a few yards there as Owasso makes the tackle. 2nd and 8 now. Bringing the guys up into the box here is Baltimore. Now Coleman on the carry, jukes past Levine, but is met by, I believe that's Brandon Williams. Garoppolo stepping back, throws, and knocked away. Marlon Humphrey this time getting a hand up and batting that ball down. 4th down coming up for San Francisco as they continue to be stifled here on offense. As Jones is going to field this one and then return it now. Up to the 24 of Baltimore. 1st and 10 for the Ravens on their own 24. What do they got here in store for us? Gonna get the ball on the option keeper and probably could have taken it more to the right side. Instead, short gain of a yard. 2nd and 9 here for the Ravens after the 1-yard run from Jackson. Shotgun formation. Jackson jumps back, throws it across the middle. Caught by Mark Andrews. First down. Looking to throw, and that's caught by Snead this time. Staying in this compact shotgun formation, I like it. 2nd and 4 now. Under a minute to go. 55 seconds in the first quarter as Ingram takes a hard. Now 3rd and 4. 25 seconds left here in the third quarter of play. Baltimore looking really good. Jackson drops back to throw and now decides to take off up the middle. Lot of space in front of him. Sliding down at the 29-yard line. Nobody's open. If no one's going to be open and no one's going to spy Jackson, he's not afraid to run. Out the fourth quarter starting, they're gonna go screen to Brown, and he's gonna make the catch, but not go anywhere. He tried to turn around and get upfield, but couldn't turn around in time as Ward was there to make the tackle on him. Was a good idea on the screen pass, though. Unfortunately, Jackson drops back, steps up in the pocket, and lets it go. That's caught by Marquise Brown again. Good job. Looking really good today. 408 yards total offense. Coming from the 23rd ranked offense on the year. San Fran looking to make the stop here. Gonna go option, and Jackson gonna keep it. Has space out to the right side. Gets out of bounds at the 6. Jackson at 90 yards now. He just needs 10 more to get to 100 and reach the 1,000-yard rushing mark on the year. They're running out of time here. They got 4 seconds on the play clock to get it off. 1st and goal from the... They just get the play off in time. Now Jackson looks to throw. Sees nothing. Now decides to take off and goes into the end zone for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. As Tucker now comes on to put the point after through. It's up and good. 31-3. Boy, this offense looked really good in the past 2 weeks. Refreshing to see them hit their stride here, looks like, as we get towards the latter half of the season. It's a good time to hit it, too. Tucker now to send this one away. Back to San Francisco. And that's going to be Neal down in the end zone. Out to the 25-yard line we go for another drive. But what do they do here? They got to figure something out. 1st and 10. Throws it across. Caught by Pettis. Pettis breaks the tackle and up to the 38. Good throw and catch. I like to see that from a team that's struggling, looking to get something, anything going. Garoppolo hits back to throw. Caught by Kittle. Shotgun formation here for the 49ers. Garoppolo throws it, and that's a catch and a 1st down. Jimmy Smith there to make the tackle. That's the first catch for Marquise Goodwin. First catch for him on the day. Big one for the momentum, if anything, for San Francisco. That's a 1st down for them. 1st and 10 after the catch from Goodwin. That got them the 1st down. Now gonna go draw play here and nowhere to go. Goodwin is down on the field now, as he'll be escorted off the field by a trainer. Back to the locker room to get the wrist looked at, I'm sure. We'll see what happens with him. Stopped by Brendan Carr. 3rd and 1. Defense looking to hold them to another 3 points. Throws outside to the left side. Knocked away by Jimmy Smith. Almost intercepted. His 2nd deflection on the day. They do not. They will send out Robbie Gould for a 55-yard field goal attempt. It's up and it is not even close. The wind won't help you this time, Robbie. Now 2nd and 10. After the run play from Mark Ingram went nowhere, they're going to fake the reverse, and it's going to go to Boykin. Boykin now a little confused on the blocking maybe, and Verrett is going to be down on the field after that one. 3rd and 12 coming up. What do the Ravens do here on 3rd and 12? I don't know, with the game being out of reach pretty much. Fundamentals and stuff probably at this point. They're going to go screen to Ingram, And Ingram is going to run over Richard Sherman before getting hit out of bounds at the 49. Sam Cook back to punt this one away. We saw him punt one earlier. It took a bounce in favor of the 49ers. We'll see what happens with this one. This is a good punt here. It's going to take another bounce, but this one is down to the 4. Maybe we'll see some pressure brought from Baltimore here as they come out in the shotgun to start the drive from the 4. They do bring pressure from the linebacker, but Garoppolo, that's quickly, ball comes out. Levine picks it up, but I don't know if that's going to stand or not. 1st and 10 after the 5-yard reception by Kittle. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game. Garoppolo pressured quickly. Ball comes out and picked up by Michael Pierce. His 2nd fumble recovery in as many weeks. No touchdown for the big fella on this one, but Garoppolo is not happy with that one at all. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. Pistol formation. The receivers and Ingram on the carry again. Looking to strip that one out there. Looked like good job there from Ingram to hold on to the ball. The formation, spread them out here. 4 receivers in the formation. Ingram in the backfield. And Jackson gonna keep it, get to the right side, and scores again! Touchdown, Ravens! Tucker's on to put this one through, make it 38-3. It's up and good. And that's a far cry from last week. This game hasn't been like last week where they had to come back from behind in Green Bay to win that game. Throw is caught by Kittle, left side, up to the 33, 2nd and 2. They had to score 15 points in that 4th quarter last week to come back and win that game against Green Bay, as Coleman is out in the backfield for a loss. Now 3rd and 3. Baltimore looking to blitz, but 2-minute warning comes first. 38-3 here. This one is all over but the crying, folks. 3rd and 3. Baltimore in full control of this one in the pistol formation is San Francisco. Garoppolo takes a shot downfield, and that one is caught. Deebo Samuel. What a play, young fella. Big play here now, looking to make another one. And throw to Kittle, knocked or incomplete. That's overrun. Good coverage there from Earl Thomas. He's playing really good today, and I think that his play is going to continue to skyrocket as we get towards the end of this one on the defense side of the ball. We'll see what happens. Garoppolo's all day to throw, and that's knocked away out of the hands. 3rd and 10 for the 49ers. At least they'll have a chance to get a field goal if they so choose. But I'd go for more points here if I'm them at this point in the game. Garoppolo sits back to throw, and that is in between Thomas and that is Jimmy Smith as Deebo Samuel once again. 2nd catch of the day for him. 1 minute left in this one, down to the 11-yard line. Garoppolo throws on the out route, and that is a touchdown for Pettis, as they'll do a little dance, getting the end zone for the first time in this one. Making the score look a little more respectable here. 38-9, PAT pending. Owasso was just completely fooled on the out route. He went the wrong way, and thus Pettis had an easy time making the catch and turning around. Now Robbie goes on to make it a 38-10 game. Kick is up and good. 7 plays, 75 yards. 2 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock. Ready for the onside kick just in case. I can't say I blame him, even though they're down big. And Young will let it go into the end zone for a touchback, for eclipsing 1,000 yards rushing on the year. This was a fun game for the Ravens. The offense looked hot. After their first drive, they figured it out and got things going. And this one reaches triple zeros. The game is over. Baltimore wins in dominating fashion, 38-10, and moves to 10-2 Now, on the year, meanwhile, San Francisco falls to 6-6 on the season. Big day for the Ravens, both on the offense and defense side of the ball. 2 turnovers for Baltimore, 2 takeaways for Baltimore. It was a really, really good day all around for the Ravens. It'll have to continue into next week. It's going to be a tough one. We'll see what happens, though. Week 13 is in the books, folks, and you know what that means. It's time to go around the league for scores, standings, and players of the week. Let's start off in Detroit, where Chicago just beat them up at home, 35-7. In Dallas, the Buffalo Bills lost their second game of the year, 31-28. Against the Cowboys in Jerry World. We will see the Bills this coming week, as a matter of fact, in a matchup of 10-2 team. That's going to be fun. The Saints defeat the Falcons in a divisional matchup 37-31 in Atlanta's house too, no less. Always a tough place to go and play. New Orleans gets it done. Tennessee defeats the Colts 38-24. Meanwhile, in Cincinnati, the Bengals lose to the Jets 31-27. The Redskins make work of the Panthers at home 35-31. Well, we saw our Ravens roll over the 49ers at home 38-10. In the battle of 2 Florida teams, Tampa Bay wins this one in Jacksonville 26-21. The Giants with the surprising throttling win of the Green Bay Packers, 42-28. The Eagles all over the struggling Dolphins this year, 34-16. Meanwhile, in the last 1 o'clock game, the Chiefs defeated the Raiders, 35-17. In the 4 o'clock game slots now, the Cardinals defeated the Rams, 21-14. Meanwhile, the Cleveland Browns defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 division opponents beating up on each other. I'm not going to complain about it at all. 35-7. In Denver, the Mile High Stadium, the Chargers brave the elements up there and win that one 42-35 in a close one. The Houston Texans defeat the New England Patriots at home 21-10. Patriots, I don't know what's going on with them this year, but they haven't figured it out. Meanwhile, in the Monday night game, the Seahawks win a 3-point contest against the Vikings, 24-21 at home in front of that raucous Seattle crowd. We saw them earlier in the year, they beat up on us, and the Vikings kept it close, but unfortunately couldn't get the win. Good for Seattle, though. No complaints there at all. On to standings now, starting with the AFC North. The Ravens are still in first place, continuing to roll. Winners of 5 in a row now, 10-2 on the season. Meanwhile, Cleveland 9-3, Steelers 6-5-1, and the Bengals are 5-7 in last place in the division. AFC South time now, Titans 6-6, first place in the division. Meanwhile, the Colts and Texans are tied for third, 5-7 respectively, and the Jaguars 2-10 on the year. Meanwhile, the Bills in first place in the AFC East, 10-2. Wow, what a year they're having. We'll see them this week. As I said earlier, we'll see them this week. It's going to be fun. Jets 7-5. Meanwhile, Patriots and Dolphins tied for last place in the division, 3-9. Didn't see that coming, I'll tell you that much. AFC West, Chargers are 10-2, leading the division. Chiefs behind them at 7-5. Broncos and Raiders tied for third and last place, 2-10. NFC now, starting with the North. Bears 10-2, Lions 7-5, Vikings 4-7-1 tie, Packers 3-7-2 ties on the year. 1's bad enough, but 2, that's too many. Over to the NFC South. The New Orleans Saints are in first place. Who dat nation over there? 10-2 on the year. Saints out in front. Meanwhile, the Panthers are 5-6-1 in second place. Bucks 4-8 in third. Falcons are 3-9 in last place. NFC East, Cowboys also 10-2. A lot of 10-2 teams as we get down the stretch here, the regular season, Giants in second place, 7-5. Eagles 6-6. Redskins 4-8. NFC West atop there, the Seahawks 7-4-1. Meanwhile, the Rams are 7-5, and they're not looking good. They've lost their last 3 in a row, so now not the time for losing if you're the Rams. The Niners are 6-6. Meanwhile, the Cardinals are 4-8. Look around the NFL, and like I said, a lot of 10-2 teams here. The only one of them to actually clinch a playoff berth, though, is the New Orleans Saints. Nobody else has clinched anything yet. So a lot of spots still up for grabs. There's a lot of more moving and shaking to be done within the last few weeks of the regular season. It's going to be fun to see how the rest of it shakes out. Let's get on to Players of the Week, though. Players of the Week for Week 13. Starting with the AFC. It's a pair of Ravens this time. Lamar Jackson. This is his 3rd one of the year. 2nd back-to-back, if I recall. That might be his 3rd in a row. His 3rd in a row, yes. He won it both in Week 12 and Week 11. So this is his 3rd AFC Player of the Week award in a row. He had 222 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, and 3 rushing touchdowns, and 101 yards rushing. He did take 4 sacks, though, so they got to cut that down. Really, it's 103, but the 103, I believe, but the kneel downs take away rushing yards, so that's Madden for you, though, I guess. Earl Thomas wins the Defensive Player of the Week award for the AFC. 6 tackles, 1 sack, 1 interception, and 2 forced fumbles. That'll do it for you more times than not. Over to the NFC now. Dwayne Haskins, quarterback for Washington, takes home the hardware this week with his 4 passing touchdowns and 298 passing yards. Have a day, why don't you? And Levante David, middle linebacker for the Buccaneers, gets the award in the NFC on the defensive side. 4 tackles, 1 sack, and 2 interceptions for him on the year. Or on the game. It's time to talk about the college ranks once again, folks. This time, the national championship has come and gone. And our winners this year is the USC Trojans. Number 4 defeats number 3. USC defeats the Georgia Bulldogs, winning that game 28-24. Tight ball game. Came down to the very last play of it. And you couldn't have asked for a better game, really, to determine the national championship for this year. Some stats from that game, however, there's some really good ones here. The running back for USC, Cordell Culpepper, finished with 178 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, averaged 6.2 yards per carry. Meanwhile, Deshaun Galloway, 42 yards on 2 catches and a touchdown. Jontavius Williams, the defensive end, 3 sacks, 6 tackles for loss, and a forced fumble. Liam Shellgater did not play for the Trojans in the game. He decided to just rest up for the NFL. I can't say I blame him, especially if he's going to be a top pick in the draft, probably. You know, you want to rest as much as possible, avoid any injuries, so I can't blame him for not playing in the game. Meanwhile, for Georgia, Demetrius Maddox, the quarterback for the Bulldogs, 23 of 37, 267 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and the fumble. So 2 turnovers for Maddox in that game. And that's what you talk about. When you talk about performances in a big game like that, everything is magnified, especially if you're a quarterback. So those 2 the fumble and the interception for Maddox really hurt, and they probably hurt his draft stock too. Let's see what happens, though, in the combine and how he performs there, but that definitely didn't do him any favors. Meanwhile, left tackle Ben Waters also allowed 3 sacks. So again, you want to protect your quarterback. You allowing 3 sacks doesn't do yourself any favors with your draft stock, probably. The running back for them, Joshua Baker, 17 carries, 248 yards, a whopping 14.5 yards per carry, and a rushing touchdown for him tonight. Huge day for him. And just wow, the man to bring down, tough man to bring down. Does that 14.5 yards per carry, insane. The wide receiver Donald Littlejohn had 8 catches for 82 yards and 2 touchdowns. Couldn't make the most of it though, unfortunately, as they could not get the win. but still, good day for Little John. And finally, Keontae Cromartie, the strong safety for the Bulldogs, did not play. He had a sprained ankle, and they made a decision to sit him out for the game. He probably didn't want to, but it was probably severe enough where they didn't want to risk further injury to him and his future at Georgia. I will go over the rewards, the rewards awards for college football. Next week I'll go over offensive ones, and then we'll do defensive ones the week after. Probably easier for me to do it that way. And yeah, that's gonna do it though. Alright everyone, that is going to do it for me for this week. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. I missed last week. I was sick, and I apologize for that, but I'm back now, feeling much better, and we're going to get back to business as usual here on the channel. We'll get the weekly uploads back and going up and everything, so look out for more of that. It's going to be a fun game next week. 10-2 Bills take on the 10-2 Ravens in Buffalo, so I'm hoping maybe we'll get some snow. It'd be nice, maybe. I love snow games. Anyway, I'm done. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate you. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Those links will be in the description down below. Until next time, you guys, you know what to do though. Keep on shining and keep on grinding. 10 and 10. What? No, that's wrong. Wait a minute. Oakland. That's not Oakland. Wait a minute. That's it's not Oakland. Hang on. I don't know where I got Oakland from, but anyway, do it again. So there's one.